Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know why your faith in life is about to be restored, my gorgeous Sagittarini? Do you know why? Not only you have this powerful combination of numbers 999, it means that you are reaching this mind-blowing stage of your life, this mind-blowing stage of your spiritual journey, and you are going to have one of the biggest rewards of your entire life, which is going to happen in two particular ways. One reward is to do with you, and it's to do with things that you have been working on so hard. My God, you are in for a beautiful surprise, because you will see on which level your life is about to go. And another reward is also a lot to do with somebody who means to you so much. You love this person dearly, and it's to do with this success in that person's life that it's gonna mean to you as much when it comes to that gorgeous person who is also going to have something successful happening to them. It is to do with an aspect of that person's life, and it's to do with that person. What's happening in that person's life doesn't happen to everybody. It only happens to certain people. Okay, this is how special this person is in your life, who means to you so much. And your spiritual duty here is, my gorgeous Sagittarini, you need to make sure that this particular person, whatever this is, whatever happens to them, some kind of a major achievement, you need to make sure that that person takes this on the next level, because that particular person has got no clue or no idea how tremendously their life is going to change. But that person just needs a little bit of push at this stage of their life, and it can only come from you, because you are so connected to this person, and your spiritual duty is to do whatever you need to do in order to push this person forward, because you will realize very soon, both of you, how special this person is. Certain people in this world have got a very special mission to fulfill, and this person is one of them. The reason why am I talking about this person for so long, my gorgeous Sagittarini, is because it's to do with somebody who is so close to you. So that's why you're gonna feel so proud with this particular person's achievement. Indeed, absolutely mind-blowing, like, oh my God. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, going back to this 999, a rather sacred number in general, you are reaching a crucial stage of your spiritual journey of your life. At around the beginning of this week, oh my God, you are going to have this unexpected but really beautiful experience. At around the end of this at around the beginning of this week, you are going to have this beautiful, completely unexpected experience. This beautiful unexpected experience you are going to have, my gorgeous Sagittarini, it's like pretty much so, my God, something is gonna happen, and you're going to be surrounded by certain people. All these people are gonna be really beautiful. All these people are gonna be really kind of happy. All these people are gonna be motivating you. And I can also tell you that you will be enjoying yourself, and you will feel really comfortable. There are only certain people in this life, in this spiritual journey, that makes us feel like this. So it's to be surrounded, you will be surrounded by these people who are really not only have a positive impact and positive influence on your life, but they also make you feel so good about yourself in general, and they will make you feel really relaxed. So this is a bunch of like a really special people you're gonna be surrounded by. And although if you are not surrounded by this beautiful group of people, it could also happen in such a way where you are like kind of watching them. You're like maybe you will be watching them, maybe you will be talking to them, Maybe you will be even thinking about a certain group of people. It really depends the way this is going to happen in your life. But the bottom line is that around the beginning of this week, this beautiful experience you are going to have, it's going to like kind of open something. It's going to happen, and there is something that you are going to hear, which is going to happen in the most random way. Oh my God, it's about the conversation maybe that if you are around these people, and it's to do with the conversation that is going to be flowing, that is going to be going. If you're going to be watching these people or looking at these people, it's again to do with this conversation that is going to be going, that is going to be flowing. It's to do with what is going to be said, what is going to be mentioned. Baby, you're going to find yourself at the right place at the right time. There is no doubt about it. And if you're thinking about the specific group of people, if you're going to be thinking about them, then it's going to come through this particular dimension. You're suddenly going to realize something. Suddenly, while you're thinking about the right people, the right group of people, something is going to come through. Something is going to get through in a form of an insight, where the bottom line when it comes to all this is what you're gonna realize is like, oh my God, it's about this information, it's about this intuitive message at the same time, like what is your clear direction in life, and when you kind of, it's going to be confirmed to you through this, like kind of oh my God, I feel so good, I know this is my destiny, I know that this is my clear direction in life, I know this is my clear direction in life. This is how you're gonna feel, my gorgeous Sagittarini. And I don't know how to explain this because I'm getting really excited, because things like this happen like not all the time. Things like this happen sometimes, like a once in a lifetime, and there you've got it, my gorgeous Sagittarini. I've said it. The bottom line is somehow you're gonna have it confirmed to you what your clear direction in life is. Okay, and on top of that, it's not only you having confirmed what your clear direction in life is, you know, but it's about you. It will realize what exactly do you need to do right now. You will need to make a certain step. There is something really specific you will need to do. This is going to be such a mind-blowing confirmation, and if it happened in any other way, you wouldn't be able to feel it from such a powerful perspective. This changes everything. One of the heftiest and most powerful confirmations you've ever had. This is exactly how this is going to feel, you know, and you will realize that there is something really specific that you're going to need to do. This is going to awake you so much that, you know, this is going to awake you so much that you will realize that there is not only there is something really specific you will need to do, a certain step, there is something official you will need to do, there is something important you will need to do. Perhaps it's to do with a certain document or something like that, but you will also realize, you will also be so keen to, like, kind of, there is some kind of commitment that you will clearly understand that you are making, that you need to make, and this was like putting you off before. But it's also a lot to do with this idea you've had for absolute ages. Oh my God, this is brilliant, and this is gonna make you feel alive again, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Just remember, it's to do with you. When you find yourself so feeling so strongly that you are on the right path, when it comes to you knowing what a clear direction in life is, you know, there is nothing that can make you feel like this. So that's why this is gonna emotionally and spiritually, you know, and physically restore you and heal you, because what's happening right now, you're most certainly moving forward with your life. You will realize, what do you want to leave behind? mind. At this point, you will realize so much what you don't want to do anymore, what you don't want to waste your time with anymore. But you're also, most importantly, going to realize and feel so strongly which path do you want to get on, like immediately. No wonder this is going to heal you spiritually, emotionally, and mentally and physically. It's going to be like absolutely crazy. You are doing a right choice in every possible way by making this commitment here. Just remember, it's to do with an idea you had for absolute ages, but you just did not maybe feel secure enough in order to make a certain commitment. You cannot do wrong with this whatsoever. Just remember, it's all boiling down to this, my gorgeous Sagittarini. You will clearly realize what makes you feel really good and what makes you feel really happy, what makes you feel so excited. But at the same time, you will realize what has really come to an end in your life a very long time ago. Absolutely brilliant. So what else I was going to say, that by you doing this, not only you're following a clear direction in your life, but at the same time you're making an extremely wise and smart choice when it comes to your finances and when it comes to your financial situation in general. Okay, so this is gonna greatly improve your finances. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. And you're also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, gonna feel such a strong connection to like nature in general. You're gonna feel a really strong connection to animals in general, for example. But do pay attention to this connection to herbs you're going to have. And there is, again, I spoke to you about it. It happens at a time when we are moving on from one level onto another level in terms of your own ascension. You're ascending, and you're ascending. And at the time when you're ascending with your life, with your spiritual journey, you feel a connection with all things. You understand how everything is connected on a completely different level. You just go on towards a completely different, you find yourself at a completely different dimension. And what am I trying to say here is that you will be drawn to herbs a lot and to nature. And you will kind of realize how everything works together. Not that you didn't realize this before, but things are going to be felt on a completely different level, to the point where you're going to feel so drawn to this particular herb, this particular herb. And whatever this herb is, if you're able to consume this herb, take it like a tea or something like that, just go for it. Go for it, because it is going to heal you as well. And for example, if you're suddenly drawn to like echinacea, let's say, oh, you see this herb and you're so drawn to this herb, this is a sign that you perhaps need to like boost your immune system. You see what I mean? So please, there is a reason why you're suddenly gonna feel drawn to this herb. Maybe you're gonna be somewhere out, maybe you're gonna be somewhere in the middle of the forest, maybe you're gonna be somewhere in nature, or maybe you're just gonna be reading a book, maybe you're gonna be somewhere online and you're gonna see like a dandelion or something. It really depends, but you're really gonna find yourself being drawn to this particular herb. And at the same time, if you don't know what the properties if you don't know what the properties of that herb are, then you try to find out. Go on Google or something and find out, and you will see that the main property, or one of the main properties of this herb, it's to do with something that you kind of suffer from, that you can benefit from. So this is how it works, and this is why this is going to be so important for you to pay attention to. And also, my gorgeous Sagittarini, Sagittarini, raise your vibration. Listen, my gorgeous Sagittarini, also at around the midweek, you know, you, my God, seriously, you're gonna have a reason to celebrate. This is so brilliant. You know why? Because finally, this big burden in your life, it's going to come to an end. But before that burden comes to an end, you will know what this is. There is something is going to be suggested to you. It's to do with this burden, it's to do with this problem, it's to do with this ongoing burden, it's to do with this ongoing problem, my gorgeous Sagittarini. Something is going to be suggested to you out of blue, and as I tell you, just go for it. It's to do with this problem you had for a while. It's to do with this burden you had for a while. Something is going to be suggested to you, and it's going to come in a form of, like, you know, something is going to be suggested to you when it comes to this problem, when it comes to this heavy burden you've been carrying, you know, you've been affected by. Something is going to be suggested to you, and it's going to be like, you know, you will need to make a certain compromise. You will need to make a certain compromise, but you will know almost instantly that by you making this compromise, you will know that this burden will finally go away. So you will not really care about this compromise whatsoever, and you are going to have a reason to celebrate. It's not only about you doing the right thing when it comes to this problem, when it comes to this burden, you know, having the right compromise here, but at the same time you are going to have such an important negotiation before the end of this week as well. And this negotiation, it's going to be so refreshing, because something really surprising it's going to happen, but then at the same time it's to do with an outcome of this negotiation that you did not even know that you're actually going to have. So some kind of additional bonus and additional benefit, big mama, it's going to come out of it, where not only you gonna benefit from it, but people that are very close to you as well for a very long time to come. This is how big this is gonna be. But you really have to remember that you have to take one step at a time, you know, when it comes to things like this. Indeed, something that it cannot be rushed, but it also cannot end up being bad or negative whatsoever. So going back to the mid part of this week, not only you're going to have a successful compromise when it comes to this problem, when it comes to this burden, but you're also setting such a healthy and such a clear boundaries when it comes to your life here. Indeed, you are going to be able to make such an important decision here as well. And when it comes to that important decision, it's something that you wanted to learn, and maybe it's to do with you wanting to learn something, like maybe it's to do with you wanting to learn like a certain subject, and I really strongly suggest you to act right now. Do something about it immediately. And also when it comes to you wanting to learn this, you will make a decision, an important decision, but you know, you have had some kind of a really wise advice. Someone was telling you this, you know, a while ago, and you will remember this. You are remembering this because you are remembering this at a time when you are meant to remember this. Somebody gave you this really wise advice to learn something really specific when it comes to the certain subject. It's to do with everything you're doing. It's to do with everything you've been doing, and it's to do with everything you've been focusing on so far. And you knew this advice was right, but you just didn't feel it like right then, because it wasn't the right time, and this time in between was ever so important when it comes to you right now being ready after everything you've been through. Now you're ready. So when it comes to this subject, you need to take this very, very seriously indeed, because it's the part of the whole thing. And it all depends, you know, which people are also going to enter your life when it comes to this. Okay, very important people. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I mean, this in itself is going to make you feel brilliant. This is really going to pleasantly surprise you. It's to do with this progress. Oh my God. This is going to pleasantly surprise you, like it's to do with a certain message, a certain information, certain news. It's to do with this progress. Oh my God, something is really kind of starting to work. Something is starting to move forward finally. This in itself, it's really going to make you feel so good. And at the same time, my gorgeous Sagittarini, when it comes to this particular progress, at the same time, this in itself, it's also like kind of gonna make you realize that you will, when it comes to this progress, you will also realize that you cannot ignore this. This progress is to do with something that only like about maybe 5 or 6 days ago, or maybe within the last 5 or 6 weeks, for example, you just thought that this has come to an end. You just thought that this aspect of your life is no longer working for you. It's just making you feel really unhappy because there was no progress from this aspect of your life for a very, very long time. But only within the last 5 or 6 weeks, for example, things have been felt on such a level where you thought that this has come to an end. And now this is about to turn the whole thing around. And not only that this has not come to an end, this is going to kind of confuse you really, because you were prepared to kind of end this. You were prepared to walk away from this. You were prepared to stop this. And this is really going to like kind of confuse you a little bit with everything that took place, with everything that happened. And I know that you are going to go into this like a little bit of a hermit mode. A lot it's going to be on your mind. And then boom, you are going to have this psychic, and you're going to have this intuitive message, and you're going to realize that you need to immediately do something about this. You need to kind of do something about this in such a way where you're going to need to go and speak to somebody really important, somebody really official, and it's to do with certain documents that you're going to need to talk about. And also it's about you now taking this on the next level. It is the beginning of a really beautiful venture, but this is really going to surprise you because, just 5 or 6 weeks ago, you thought that this is something that has come to an end, and now, oh my God, you're going to realize some kind of endless possibilities. You really need to be honest with yourself here, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because you will be making a major choice based on this. And this major choice is about to transform your life forever. So now, my gorgeous Sagittarini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, okay? I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Okay. Oh my goodness, you see this? Now, this is very important for you to understand, my gorgeous Sagittarini, that somebody is going to be like a little bit rude to you. Somebody is going to be like a little bit rude to you when it comes to this week, and it's going to be like completely out of character. And I just like, it's to do with a certain person who is normally really nice, normally really calm, normally really centered. And I just need you to be gentle with this person, okay? Because don't get offended. So somebody is going to be like a little bit rude to you who has never been rude to you before. It's going to be like completely out of character. But I just need you to not to be offended, because there is something really difficult going on in that person's life. Something difficult is actually coming to an end, but even that difficult situation coming to an end, it seemed to be the worst right now, the worst stage that this person is actually going through. And they will probably take it out on you a little bit, but I don't take it, because you're very close to them. I know, because you're very close to them. So don't take it personally. Just try to kind of talk to this person and try to ignore that person being rude, because you know, very soon you will find out what exactly it is, and you're going to be so grateful that you weren't rude, you know, because it's something very difficult this person is actually dealing with. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.